Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the daily scan for Wednesday, March 11th, 2015. Yesterday's announcements, the JOLTS job opening and labor turnover survey, inconclusive, kind of as expected, no surprise. And some of these other ones, like I took a peek at the Small Business Optimism Index. No surprises there. If anything, it dropped a point, but that's basically meaningless. It's only like a 1% change, so not a big deal. Today we have the big one for today, or two, is the EIA Petroleum Status Report and the Treasury Budget. Let's see here. Anything else on this page? Nope, nothing more of interest. Okay, so across the ponds over in Asia, a mix to mostly bearish, and in Europe, very solidly bullish for today. So they're off to a bang of a start, I guess you might say. So this whole Apple Watch thing, I don't get it. Anyway, I really don't get it. This article here is kind of funny. I didn't even know who this woman is, but I guess she's married to Tom Brady. After I read the article, which, I guess that kind of figures. He was one of the most eligible bachelors in the whole wide world, and he got, the top, the most desired mate, I guess you might say. But anyway, she was getting paid in euros. But the article's about, when a particular investment makes the cover of some sort of magazine, it's usually signals the peak. I guess there was some guy that drew that conclusion, and it's probably pretty much true. This was interesting yesterday, and like a $10,000 Apple Watch. Are you kidding me? I heard something about, I think it was on Rush Limbaugh yesterday or something, that there's a $17,000 gold, hardened gold watch, and that they thought that Apple was going to deplete the gold market because they were going to make so many $17,000 gold watches. Are you kidding me? And then you can't update them or anything or something like that, and you probably have to buy a new one every year for $17,000. Well, we'll see if it takes off. I don't know what's going on with the world today. I really have no idea. But what I like to do, though, is try to figure out what's going on with the markets. Here in the U.S., it looks like as though we may pop at the open here a little bit. So gold is down. I guess Apple's corner on the gold market is not affecting price here, but I think the strength of the dollar is. Oil is at $48.59, down a tad, even though it's up overnight, but it's still down a tad from yesterday. Dollar's at $99.86, and I'm assuming that it can go over 100, so I don't think that that's like limited. The euro's at $1.602, so we almost have parity. And a full year before that article I mentioned a while back that said that it may be at parity next year in 2016. Looks like it might happen a lot sooner than that. Okay, I had kind of an exciting morning yesterday. Got into Priceline, a Russell, and another SPX, all with expiration this Friday. SPX is next Friday. I think some of these are too. Let me take a look at this. Everything I got into yesterday has an expiration of next week. How about that? Is that a little bit out of the norm for me? Yeah, it's a little bit out of the norm. We'll take a look at those when we do the scan. So speaking of, let's just jump right into it here. Okay, here's Apple Watch, not doing much for it. We're looking at a target here, looking for a little bit of a move up to give us an entry. We had a nice entry on Monday, which I missed out on, so there might be another one here. So I'll just move this over. So I think we have an intraday set up here in Apple. Alright, moving right along. Amazon, wow. Big sink here. So I think that we know which way Amazon is probably heading for right now. For the near term, so let's pop an entry. I need to remove this drawing here. There's no setup here, but it still could happen today. So I'm interested in it. I will write it down. And would it be next week or this week? Depends on how far away I can get with my strike to feel comfortable, and that's the biggest thing right now. Taking a look at Boeing, not doing much. BIDU. BIDU's in a normal setup here for us, and that would be for a bull put. I don't think Google came through for us yesterday. That was the other normal setup. Okay, Chipotle, missed it. I think I might have mentioned that before too. So I'm going to wait for the next one here on the longer term, on the daily setup rather than the intraday setup. So we'll wait for that one to come up there. I'm not interested in doing an intraday on this, at least not right now, and I don't know why. I really don't know why. Costco, we're still waiting for that one to settle down after its earnings. The Dow had a big fat red one yesterday, or I should say a long tall red one yesterday. Gold continues to sink. I think that has something to do with the dollar. Google, I was looking for a pop here. I still am, so we'll put them back down here in the regular daily setup as a bull put. LinkedIn, I don't know what it's doing. NDX, well, NDX took a pretty big hit yesterday. There's a lot of air here, and a long tall red one here. Red Bull, no, Red Bear. Do I think it's still in an uptrend? No, I think it's in a downtrend. I think I wanted to stay away from this one yesterday and play. I chose RUT instead of NDX. Of course, NDX was not on my radar for yesterday, but RUT was. Netflix, we are in that, and it's looking pretty good for right now. And a nice move down. I like to put a lot of distance between the short and the current price, so that one is looking pretty good. Is there another opportunity knocking at the door? There almost was, but I think we'll pretty much wait on that one. I have a lot of money in on that one. And then Priceline, jumped in on that one here yesterday. Didn't do too much after that, but it's got an expiration of next week. So we'll kind of wait on that one and see how it works out and get rid of this before it scrolls off the screen. And I don't see it anymore. See if there's anything more here. No, I do not see anything more. Alright. And then the Russell, we got in on that. And that also has an expiration of next week. Got a lot of air here. I like that. This is where we got in on it yesterday. Yeah. Didn't do much after that. But I think we're pretty much safe, at least for right now. Just keep an eye on it. See what today does. Today looks like it could be kind of a little bit of a recovery, I guess you might say. Here's the two SPXs. We have it in magenta here for next week's expiration, and the white one here for this week's expiration. And they're both at 2100. I have an alert set here just in case. This is where we got in on it yesterday. I actually put the order in before anything else for this SPX. And the market continued down, and I thought, well, I'm just going to be patient and wait for it. So I was patient, and it actually triggered at this price at this time of the underlying. So that one worked out. Could have missed it. Could have very easily missed it. You think that that's not real, and I might have just thrown that in there? Well, I could show you the message that I got on my phone, because it tells me the price of the underlying at the time of the execution of the trade, and that's what it gave me. So, and I plunked the arrow down right there. All right, and then we had Tesla yesterday. We were looking for an intraday entry, and I missed it here because I was sitting in a dentist chair about this time yesterday. I don't want to talk about it. And last but not least is Visa, also on our list for yesterday, and I missed it. Didn't do anything with it in the morning, and that would have been the time to do it, but I stuck with Priceline and didn't really get off of that focus, so I figured that's enough for yesterday. You know, like one equity and one or two cash indexes a day for entry is probably enough. You spread things out. Don't want to focus too much on the equities. Okay, do I have anything else to say? Oh yeah, I need to work on my my weekly results. I haven't filled that spreadsheet out yet, so hopefully I can get to it today. Spend a little time in front of the computer now that things have kind of settled down a little bit. So, the weather's warming up. It's very foggy and misty this morning here, but it is well above freezing, so I like that. And it looks like as though it's going to be rest of the week, or actually for the next 10 days, look pretty good here. So spring is coming, regardless of whatever. It's still going to come. So thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.